Hello, beautiful souls. Sorry, I'm a little late coming on today. I had a silly thing. I was just waiting for the garbage trucks to go by because it's garbage day, and they're super noisy and they speed through the neighborhood like crazy. And they're usually just 3 minutes earlier. They're usually just driving away, and I'm pushing my live feed. So, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. It is a new moon day today, so we are going to spend this portion of our time in this glorious new moon energy, which is the energy of possibilities and rebirth and restart and reset and regroup, and allow ourselves to change our mind if we want to change our mind. Yes, so there's lots of greatness that's offered today with leaning into the strength of the energy of the new moon. That's what I always say, is lean into the strength of the universe and what it brings us. So when it's the new moon, it's time to expand and believe and dream and live in this present moment as if everything that you've ever wanted is here and with us, you and me right now. My name's Deborah O'Neill. I'm the CEO and founder of BlissBee.me Integrative Holistic Health. I share because I care, and I'm so glad that you're here. I love to work with advanced integrative energy healing. I'm a practitioner, as well as working with the limiting belief kinesiology methodology offered up by Rob Williams in Site K. And I love working with essential oils, studied for the last 3.5 years with a dear teacher in Seattle, Washington. And work with sound healing, and love my studies in shamanism. So I bring all those assets. They are assets. I bring all those life assets together as we spend a little bit of time together and see what shows up, and simply see what shows up in this present moment in time, rather than working in the past and directing the structure of this 15 minutes together and thinking about the future. I live here. I live in the now. The power of now is what came up for me this morning. So the now is the new moon, and the now is the time for you and me to take pen to paper or digits to phone, and curate, yeah. Create the recipe, curate, whatever you want to call it, to make it even that much more fun. Sometimes when you say journal, people go, "Oh, I don't like journaling. Journaling doesn't work for me." I was one of those people, so now I curate my life. I'm an artisan of my life, and life is about creativity. We're always creating. As soon as we open up our eyes in the morning, we start creating. Creating our day, creating our habits. So between setting down on paper or within your phone on notes somewhere, somehow script it, like as in writing or printing, whatever. And that's another piece of the power. We think it, then we write it, we set habits for it to achieve, to come into fruition. We set an intention, we find inspiration, we have an action, we find our passion. We work with our beliefs, we kick them to the curb as we start to experience ourselves living this, sometimes with a little bit of 2 steps back, 4 steps forward, however that is, adding even 1% of what it is that we want to our day. 1% to you, solely to you, in an action-oriented way to achieve what it is that you say is most important to you. This life is on me, for me, by me. On you, for you, by you. Good morning, Sandra. Thank you for being here. So happy you're here. Yes. So let's engage our feet on the floor. And we'll spend a little extra time going into a little visualization and a little felt sense to see if there's anything coming up for you in this area that's asking for some added attention today as we step into the new moon, so we can allow those pieces to understand and feel comfort in knowing that we're listening, you're listening, that we're communing, we're having a communication, we're in the communication region of the body. Let's ante up our communication on the inner journey. And I guarantee it will show up in your outer journey. Oh, I just got total truth bumps with that. My whole body is tingling. So let's imagine and allow and permission for those etheric feet, those tree roots, to go down into the center of the earth. In such gratitude and grace, just allow them to float right down, feeling the cool and the warmth, feeling the textures, feeling the power, that crystalline core that I showed you back in the very first week with that beautiful core of the earth. I'll pull it out again this week. As a visual person, it was really important for me to see and really visualize and taste and hear and know that there is that crystalline core there. And allowing that to come up and into the bottom of our roots, of the bottoms of our feet, and into our tree trunks of our legs and our hips. As I offer gratitude to the garbage collectors that are now just pulling away. Much gratitude for garbage pickup, because I've been in countries where they don't have that luxury, that consistency. And it makes for a really different environment in which they live. Yeah. And centering into that groundedness, to then bringing up that stability, that container up higher as we center into it, to prepare for the alignment so that we are aligned in our thinking today. We're aligned in our thoughts. We're aligned in our words. We're aligned with divine. We're aligned with creator, source, energy, supra-consciousness, higher self, Father Sky. Allow this aligning to come in now with the centering and the grounding, and invite and permission to receive this gold and white light energy. Activate the crown chakra and open that portal for it to receive into this beautiful organism as we ask and give permission to receive from all that loves us unconditionally. That is the boundary. Allow it to come into the chest and the shoulders and down the arms to the hands, so that when we put our pen to paper, we can trust. We go into that place of truth for ourselves. And into the lower third chakra, the city of jewels, Manipura, where the passion and the fire is that stokes that self-confidence and that self-esteem and that self-love. As we trust, we trust ourselves. We walk in that truth of our knowingness. In all that unseenness, we need to walk in the truth of that knowingness. And allow it to come into the emotional area so that we can clear and wash away all that does not serve us, so we're not dragging this baggage with us, dragging this pain with us, honoring that pain, honoring it. And as we take this gold and white light into our hips and our legs, as it travels down to the bottoms of our feet and co-joins with that Mother Earth energy, and we just allow yourself to feel those two energies. And Do you have any tingles anywhere? What do your feet feel like? Can you feel the difference between the feet and your upper body? Do you feel grounded and centered and aligned? And if not, ask where. Where is it? Where is it that I'm not feeling grounded? And just simply breathe into that spot and breathe in the Mother Earth energy and give that area that permission to accept and receive grounding. I just did that with my shoulders and I just went whomp. I was like, whomp. And do those exhales, because the healing is in the exhale. The nourishment of the oxygenation as we ensure that our deep diaphragmatic breath is engaged. Breathing in and using our sound and clearing. And sometimes we're clearing for other people. You know, I'll clear for my children that are too shy to make that voice or do not have that freedom, free will to be free, to be me. Take another clearing breath for any person that you think really needs it right now. And just give it all you've got. Just nice deep inhale. Yes, girls, that was for you. We're out of day 14 of quarantine today for my daughter that came home from university. So it's a hugging day today. Right after this, I'm going to go jump in her bed and love her up. 5 months in coming, so yay. So it's a nice big exhale in this house. Now let's take a walk in the inner body. Let's do some felt sense work right now. Let's just take a moment to check in with our breath and see that it's smooth, no jerks. And bring in your awareness to the top of your head as we're just going to walk through the body from the top of the head. We're going to ask, as we go into this felt sense communication, this internal journey, this internal walk in our bodies, in your body, and see where your strength is today. Where is the strength in the body first? Let's identify the strength. What's the strongest? You can have fun and say, who's the strongest today? And ensure that you feel your sit bones on your seat. That's our point of reference that we come back to ensure that we maintain our groundedness, and to our feet. What is your strength? My sit bones kind of spoke up and said, it's me today, and I feel them. Boy, I feel like I am glued to this chair. You couldn't come over and knock me off this chair for anything. And my feet. What is yours? And then once we've got our sit bones engaged, our strength is engaged, our deep diaphragmatic breath is engaged, check in on all those. Very, very important in this work. And allow yourself to go back in and see, do you have a little bit of a headache? Do you have any pains or congestion? How is your neck? What is it that wants to be healed in this moment in time? What needs the extra attention today? Permission to heal. Permission to heal with all those others that love you unconditionally. And calling in the unseen, potentially, the people of your past, or and the divine energy, source creator energy. And put your hand wherever it is that's calling. Or is there a place that feels a little empty, that needs, that you sense would stay out of the brain, stay out of the vortex of anxiety? And we're in witness, and we're kind of looking and going, wow, that seems a little empty. That seems a little hollow. And what we do with that is we simply breathe in unconditional love. And breathe in that energy of that high frequency of unconditional love. Your tummy just gurgled. So that's often when the tummy is gurgling and we're in amidst this work, that's the shifting of energy. It's kind of a part of the repatterning of the energy. As we're moving blockages, you get little gurgles. It's like little air bubbles when you've moved something underneath the water and little air bubbles escape, and then you get that flow of the water in there. This vessel is no different. It allows the oxygen to get into that area that we're breathing in with our deep diaphragmatic breath. And if you get to a spot, ask, have a communication with this. How long have you been here? What do you need to heal? And try your best to stay out of your mind and listen and trust what you're subtly hearing, what's coming to you from the field, from that consciousness, that thought form that's in the field. What does it need to be healed? And sometimes just paying attention to this area is enough. And having this communication sometimes is enough. And where else might you feel it? Oh, I had a gurgle right at my third solar plexus area, Manipura. And then I felt it in my throat. So I put my hand on my self-esteem, passion area with my communication area. And I'm trusting what's coming up for us and for me right here in this moment in time is the truth. And you can even ask, what color do you need to heal? What color? What word is it? So if it was love or tenderness or whatever the word was that came up, or the thought or the image that comes up, what color would that be? Color is quite usually the easiest to work with at this level, this very early level. And then breathe in that color to that area and bathe it in that area. Or if there's nothing coming up for you, then if you're in the solar plexus region, that's the color, general frequency of yellow. And this is the frequency of blue in the neck area. The heart area is green. The emotional area is orange. Down in the root is red. These colors all carry frequencies. They all are intended to work with and balance these energy centers. And bring your attention as you take a last breath of whatever color that you're working with or sitting with. It can be even the gold and white light of divine, and know that without a doubt that is the healing vibration. And bring our awareness back to our sit bones. And the last few gurgles are going through my body. And the tummy is just rumbling. And bring our attention to our feet and our breath as we transition into our outro, into a couple minutes with our mantra. And inviting in that unconditional love of divine. Let's seal it with beautiful in-breaths of gold and white light. And deep, deep gratitude and deep, deep love. And if there's any spaces that are left unintended, we fill those with unconditional love. As we bring in the mantra Soham. Inhale, So. Exhale, Hum. Bringing the inhalation a little deeper as the belly expands on the inhalation. And allowing the exhalation to be a little longer, letting go of all that does not serve you or your body for your highest and greatest good or better. Breathing in So. Exhaling Hum. Inhaling So. Exhaling Hum. I would love to know how this is all working for you. If you have any questions, please reach out, direct message me. If you have any questions or any areas that you would like me to address, let me know. Take 1 minute of quiet here. Our offering on this new moon day is open your mind to new ideas. You just love these. Take some of the pressure off me for coming up with the offering, but I really love stepping into new ways of creating an opportunity to write. What a great way to create an opportunity to write, by opening your mind to new ideas. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I love you. I love that you're here. Make it a great day.